Jacketing here. Welcome to PhD Racing Lab today, and we've got some very cool things to show you guys. Because, well, as you guys know, main season, the racing season is pretty much over, and as winter's setting in here in Chicago, we're all getting ready to cozy up, except for one last little exhibition. We are heading to the PRI Show, which stands for Performance Racing Industries. Actually, the same people behind SEMA, but it's like more dedicated to race cars. It's basically SEMA for race cars only. So very excited to be doing this. And well, you might remember last year we took the Supra to the Nankin Motorsport booth and we were able to be there to showcase off the CRS, Nankin tires we worked with them on. And now this year, both cars are going to the PRI show for this display, which means we have quite a lot of work to do. There's a bit of prep work, there's a little bit of reviewing, like brand new product reviewing. We're super excited about that. And some pretty cool things that we'd like to just show you guys here and there. Change a couple things, make it both car looks good, some stickers, clean up, and ready to hit the road. So this video is basically just gonna be a shop video of us doing some things to the cars, showing you what we're doing and showing how all looks. So should we show off the wheels first? Because we're quite proud of it. Welcome everybody to the Titan 7 PhD spec TP10. New wheel design that we worked with them on. I think it looks fantastic. Currently shown here in, I think they call it the medallion gold. I think personally maybe podium gold just sounds better, but champions gold, you're welcome. I think these wheels look fantastic. They are 10-spoke, meaning they're very rigid, a very, very strong design. And you know what's crazy? This fits stock damper. All you need is some pair of camber plates, and it'll fit 305 3019s all the way around. On not only the G87, you can run it on the G80 and the G82, the M3 and the M4 as well. We're gonna check on the all-wheel drive car clearances, but as soon as we're confirmed on that, we'll let you know. But these wheels are gonna go on the car. They are on the car already. We're gonna be competing with them next year. We think it looks fantastic, and we think it makes the car look quite awesome. This set of wheels is available, fully forged, ready to rock, hit the racetrack at about $29.60 plus shipping, which is ridiculously good value. I saw somebody else post some 18x10 and 18x11 like staggered setup for $3,800, and I thought they were out of their freaking mind. That's 18s. This is a set of 19-inch square for under 3,000 plus shipping. So, and now we're gonna work on something else. We worked with the guys at Dress Up Bolts for a M2. Well, this is their M3, kind of like one of their kits. I don't think it's a full kit because a lot of things might not work for the M3, like the bumper and hardware, but most of the engine bay hardware, we've gotten their titanium hardware kit. We did this on the Supra as well, and we thought, why not? Because one, we look a little bit more hot boy. Two, actually adding these, you do save a little bit more weight with titanium hardware compared to
half a pound?
A little bit, but like when the car is 3,800 pounds, you want to cut out as much weight as you can, right? So this is our kind of the effort to be as weight Nazi about the car as possible, to get rid of as much weight as possible. So yeah, we're gonna get onto this, small things here and there, and then move on to the next thing.
Nothing to see here. This is Alan using Allen keys.
Now while we're here with the M2, I just want to show off something very quickly. This is the Carly. Very interesting little scanner piece, and also comes with a free application on your phone. Thank you, Carly, for sponsoring this video. This little dongle here can plug right into your OBD2, and on the free version of the app, you can already use this to scan your OBD, kind of like the data from the OBD, and then the 12 months licensing system allows you to check more into the features, such as coding and a bunch of other fun things, which we're going to show you very quickly. You can very easily connect to your car, such as so, just one press a button and then it'll connect, and it'll start generating things that it can tell you about your car very shortly.
Then there's the coding menu, which obviously this being a very new car, the M2 G87 M2 2023 model year, there isn't everything available just yet, but there are a lot of things that we can already do. For example, this is just the kind of the alarms menu where you can code a bunch of things. You can do optical confirmation after locking doors, closing all the doors. What do you want the alarm to sound like and look like? You can do its pitch, length, minimum, maximum volume. But there are other features that I'm pretty excited about, such as the diagnostics, where as you can tell, it's very unhappy with how many things we've taken out of the M2. It suggests our car is very bad, mostly because of the airbag, which probably because I'm missing the back seats. Another feature that I was quite excited about was also the engine live data. They can find a lot of live things to monitor. IAT, which is intake air temperature. You can monitor oil pressure, your pedal position, which is your throttle. So as you press the throttle, it actually changes. You can really monitor that live. It's pretty cool. Actual gear is, you know, your actual gears, coolant temperature, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of actual like really interesting values in here. Plus, like, you know, you can get into really nitty gritty of like exhaust cam position degree wise. Not only that, on the ZF8s, where sometime after you build your ZF8 transmission, you can reset adaptation. Well, now you can with this. You can literally just press this button right here and it will basically reset your adaptation. I'm not going to do that right now since I haven't done anything major and the car is running pretty well, so I don't want to have to reset that one. The engine has its own adaptation as well after repairs. Brakes, you can service. You can put the brakes into service mode, which is actually very useful, because then it makes changing the rear pads a lot easier. It kind of rewinds everything back. So it's pretty simple, nice and easy to use. You get to see a lot of the features that you kind of get locked away, whether it's turbo pressure, whether it's like the IATs and your engine oil or coolant temperature. Plus, you have your coding capabilities that comes with this, and a few other really nice things, such as service mode on the brakes, which is very nice to be able to use, reset adaptation for the transmission or the engine, and so on. So a lot of really cool features all rolled into one pretty nifty little package, right? And really easily usable with the OBD2. So thank you, Carly, for sponsoring this video, and we'll move on to the next piece. So Alex, what do we have in your hands?
I mean, nothing fancy, just carbon copy of the factory strut bar.
So those are the OEM strut bars over there that you see. Yeah. We decided that we're gonna go get some fancy ones. And when we say fancy, we didn't want to get the super expensive, super crazy.
I don't think it's necessary.
Because this is a strut bar. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really want to spend all the crazy monies on these. So we got these from China.
Simple, light, effective.
It's literally an OEM copy of whatever the OEM designs are. Yeah. But it's carbon and it's pre-preg and it's kind of supposedly it's pretty strong. We're gonna test this.
Yeah.
And
if it works out, you know, see you at phdracing.store.
Available at phdracing.store. Okay. This is the
take one with Alex.
This is the OEM strut bar that we that you see.
213.45.
Is it all strut bars or all Alex?
It's mostly strut bar. Probably 200 pounds of it is strut bar.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Then we have our new fancy carbon ones.
Finest Homeboy Super Special Carbon Fiber.
A Homeboy Super Special, a pre-preg carbon.
It's actually I mean, I don't know if it's pre-preg yet.
But they say it's pre-preg.
They say it's pre-preg, and it's very nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
207.
So 5 pounds.
5 pounds lighter.
No, actually 6 pounds.
6 pounds. Yeah.
This is actually the better 6 pounds. Like, in terms of money to pound, this is actually not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Carbon strut bar is in the car with our fancy titanium hardware. Also, we gotta tell Alan to flip this and this, because all the other ones got the hot boy blue side of the washer up, but these are the only two that's got the silver side, and I don't like it. But you know, between the hardware and the carbon strut bar, we saved a staggering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds off the nose of the car.
I now believe the quality of carbon is really not bad, because as I'm cranking it, there's not a single crack and everything, which means this thing's like pretty solid.
Yeah, they had to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that looks like solid.
Yeah.
Also, if it's really like flimsy carbon, it probably can't do a lot of strut barring, you know?
Well, if it starts cracking after the first time we hit the track, then we know. But like so far, like as I'm cranking down, there's not a single crack and everything, which, you know.
Good.
Hey, you know, proud of our homemen.
My homeboys. Good job, homeboys. Getting the Supra out as well, because this car is going to PRI as well. we are partnering up with VAC Motorsport for displaying this one because they kind of needed a car last minute. So here you go. You can take a look at the new VAC seat mounts that are going into this passenger side seat. This is the Momo Daytona that we're putting in. I'm going to show off all the new bits that's done to it. Check out this, the new JQ steering wheel for the A90 Supra. This is kind of our demo kit for this car. Also got a PhD horn cap, which is exclusively available through us at PhD Racing. Coupled with the Momo, this is the Monte Carlo with the red stitching Alcantara at 320mm, and this is the optional included carbon fiber shift paddles. Still the quick release, very nice. And then we have a proper, now that the car's in track mode, we might as well go a little bit crazy. Get the Momo Daytona Halo seats with the red harness. I think it looks spectacular for this new little setup. Yeah, makes the car way more aggressive now. You know, it's always had a non-Halo seat, but now with the Halo, it actually looks more like a track car, as the rest of it kind of looks already. So yeah, excited. It also pushes the steering wheel a lot closer to the driver, which I quite like. So we've done a couple of days of thrashing at the shop. I do mean thrashing because we were trying to get 2 cars ready for PRI. And I want to give a shout out to VP for sending us this full care package. As you can tell, I've got a very nice beanie that doesn't make your head itchy because it has like a separate liner. Like, I can't believe I'm like loving a beanie as much as I am right now. But thank you VP for also a very nice ugly holiday, like they call it an ugly sweater, I think is what they call it. But I'm gonna be wearing this in PRI as well. And they sent me a card, which is nice. Did I mention I like my hat? Also, while Alex is trying to move the trailers, so I gotta do this kind of quickly. We put the new Titan 7 19x11 squared. This is the TC5. This is the 5-spoke special design. Actually really light as well. Not any heavier than their split 5. So I was actually really surprised with how light these were. With the tires mounted, it was right around 50 pounds for a 19x11, which is pretty freaking stout. I would have preferred it in like bronze or something, but this was the only color they had in stock and available. So I will happily take this. Very nice fitment as well. So 19x11, these are on 305 squared, so front and rear, basically just like the M2. And I also want to show off, earlier the battery wasn't connected, so I couldn't do this, but now I can. 1, 2, 3. Car actually works, you know. Next thing, JQ did a very good job, because we told them, a lot of people told them, hey, we really wanted to keep the you know, the cruise control buttons and to make them work with the Ecutech, which has the on-the-fly map switching, which, as you saw in my last Super video, we kind of had to use it a little bit on track. You had to hold the resume button, the up and down, and then hit a set on my car anyway. On some 2021 cars, I think it's just hold the up and down and then leave it be or something. So JQ has pretty awesomely, that's a word, they have made it work on these wheels. Look, hold resume, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. It still all works. On-the-fly map switching with a aftermarket steering wheel button still works, and then the set button still works. And what's really cool is if you're just looking to go from map 2, say to map 2 to map 4, you just press this, and then hit this on your left hand, and you're done. This is some F1 level shit. This is just like, I wish I had 2 hands to show this off. Obviously, to go down, you still need a knob because this button only does up. But like, if I'm just on my chill map, say like, all right, now I gotta go to map 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use my other hand to hit this button. I only got 2, and I gotta hold the camera with 1 hand. This works. This works. Can I tell you how big of a deal this is? This is so freaking sick. So yeah, because the Supra doesn't have an M1 and M2 like the M2 does, this is a function. Oh my god, I fucking love it. So yeah, I'm gonna be shouting, raving about this because I can. And do you know how, like, this is just insanely cool, and I love it. I just love this setup.